Hey everybody, it's Sean
And Jamie.
with Surrendered Living, and we are excited to bring you guys video number 2.
An update.
That's right. So I know it's been 2 weeks, but we thought that was fitting since it's video number 2, right?
Or we've just been overwhelmed and...
We forgot. So last time that we did a video, we were sitting in the backyard of our 3,400 square foot house at our fire pit.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And tonight we're coming to you live outside of our 340 square foot fifth wheel in an RV resort.
Yes.
Not a trailer park.
Not a trailer park.
Right? That is actually very beautiful.
It is.
But this is our new home. So we actually are homeless.
Officially.
Officially.
Legally.
Yeah. We keep having everybody ask us for like, what is your physical address?
We're like,
we don't have one.
We don't have one.
So, first time, I think, right? In our married life?
Well, I think in either one of our lives.
Yeah, in 42 years, 41 years
yeah.
that we're homeless.
Yeah.
So
officially.
Pretty awesome. But we are super excited.
Yeah.
So we thought we would just talk a little bit in this video about the last 2 weeks and everything that we've done along there. And then really just to highlight God's goodness and provision and love for us.
Yes.
Right? We just continue to see in everything we do how our plans they sound good.
They do.
Right?
They sound awesome.
But they're not always awesome. God usually has better plans, and sometimes it doesn't seem like it in the moment. You can't feel it.
Yeah.
But
sometimes it's frustrating.
Yeah, but then you see it later. Right? So, take us back 2 weeks ago, right? Until now.
Yes.
So, what are some of the things that have happened?
So 2 weeks ago, we picked up our fifth wheel, and we were planning to pick it up on Friday and spend the weekend moving in, making modifications, which we'll show you in our next video.
Now, this was key, right?
Yes.
Because we were going to pick it up on Friday.
Yeah, we were set to move in on Monday.
And park it in front of our house.
Yes.
And plug it in.
Yep.
Because the fifth wheel has a fridge, right?
Yeah, and we wanted to have a seamless transition.
And we were selling our fridge at 9 a.m.
Saturday morning. Yeah.
Right? So our plan was
that kind of worked out really well.
Plug it in, right? Have the fridge, move all the cold stuff out there, sell the fridge.
Yeah.
Rock and rolling, right?
Right.
Okay.
And that was the plan. So we picked up the fifth wheel, and we got it there. We plugged it in, and we started loading up. Started making our modifications. And we started to realize that the fridge wasn't cooling like we expected it to.
Yeah.
So
that
became an issue. Yeah. It never got to a point where we could actually feel confident moving food from the inside fridge to the fifth wheel fridge.
Yeah.
So numerous calls later.
Well, so Saturday morning, right? They still came to pick up the fridge.
Oh yeah, we were still without a fridge.
So we had
moved everything into coolers.
Little tiny beverage fridge in
and
the
our
backyard.
Outdoor kitchen had a fridge. Yeah.
And then we had a big cooler.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the outside fridge on the fifth wheel, there's an outdoor kitchen here, and it has one of those little college dorm style fridges, and it worked. So we were able to put a couple things in there. But many calls later, worked some things out. Sean YouTubed a few things and called the mechanics at the service department where we bought the fifth wheel. Worked a few other things and still was not working. So on Monday morning, we took it in
to the dealership,
to the service department, and dropped it off.
Yep. And I told them,
we don't have a home.
We don't have a home. This is where we're living. You know,
we need it back.
So we need it today.
Yeah.
And I told them, hey, I noticed when I was looking at it, like there's fans, you know, to cool the coils in the back, and those aren't running
at all.
I don't know if they should be or not, but I said they're not. And
yeah.
Anyway, so we dropped it off and we waited all day.
Yeah, we did.
They said they call us at noon, right?
They didn't.
They didn't. Then they said they call us at 3.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, and then they said they call us at 4.
They didn't.
No.
No.
So finally
we called them
multiple times. And
it wasn't ready.
And they said, hey, we think we found the problem.
Yeah.
It was about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
They said, we think it's the fans. They're not running.
You know that Facebook emoji or just general emoji that's just like... Yeah, that was kind of our our feeling with that.
Yeah. So, anyways, they got them running. They said it had to cool overnight, but that meant we weren't moving, right? So, what did we do all day Monday?
So Monday we just cleaned. We
Mhm.
decided that we were going
We did a
to
lot more than clean.
take advantage of the opportunity to clean and purge.
Mhm.
We took some stuff to Goodwill. We took an entire load out here to our storage unit. We don't have a whole lot that we're storing,
But it was 3 cars,
but yes.
and then we picked up a trailer,
Oh, that's right.
and
Yeah,
then we loaded up another load
that's right.
with your truck and the entire trailer.
That's right. Yeah.
Because we did have some stuff like this outdoor furniture that we're sitting on that normally you wouldn't carry around in a fifth wheel,
Right.
but our storage unit's 5 minutes away, so.
Yeah, we were able to bring it back out here. But we did store our washer dryer. We stored our master bedroom set of furniture. We stored a couple mattresses. And then just our boxes of keepsakes, of winter clothes, of tools, all that kind of stuff. So
So that was a long day,
that was.
but it worked out really well,
It did.
right? Because I was off anyways,
Yeah.
and you were going to pack up the stuff all by yourself on Tuesday.
I can't imagine if I would have done it without him. Like,
And
it would have been a mess.
That wouldn't have worked.
No.
So me and the boys worked all day.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, I worked from home.
Yep.
And they said they'd let us know something by 11.
They didn't.
Yeah, so then they said when they got back after lunch at 1:30, they would tell us, right?
They didn't.
Yeah, so then at 3 we called,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Because we had to let the RV park know that we weren't coming. 'Cause we were set to come on Monday. And we called them on Monday and they said, it's okay, just let us know. We're so sorry that you're having inconvenience. So we told them we weren't coming Monday.
yeah. So we finally
So-
got out there, and then it was late. Like, I was stressed. Like, I didn't want to drive this thing at night and park it for the first time.
Yeah, that was
Right?
fun.
So we were in a hurry, and I forgot to go get gas.
In the truck.
So by the time we got it, we got back to the house, got the rest of the kids and our stuff and the pets.
Yeah, we had everything cleaned up. So the goal was to not come back to the house. We had gotten all the stuff to storage. We had spent the rest of Tuesday cleaning and getting the last minute stuff done. And then the goal was to, when we got the trailer, to pull it back up in front of the house, literally just put stuff in it, the last minute stuff, and leave and not come back to the house. And so by the time it was so late that we got the fifth wheel in front of the house, we were literally almost running and just throwing things in the master bedroom because it was the only place you could get to with the slides pushed in, because we didn't want to have to take the time to set it up and put the slides out and put stuff away. We just wanted to get stuff in there so we could get out of town. And so we literally, our bed was piled high with stuff.
So we're driving, and it's like an hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
But normally.
Yeah, normally an hour and
Right.
15 minutes.
It was taking a lot longer because
Yeah.
we were pulling that big thing. And then, so I decided to get gas. I've never got gas, right? With a 40-foot trailer behind me before. And I thought I was good
Yeah.
until we went to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I wasn't. So I kind of got stuck. Jamie was trying to help me. We had, 4 or 5 people stopped watching us.
Oh, watching us, yes. Not
Just-
helping.
Not helping.
Just staring, looking at this couple that have gotten their fifth wheel stuck
Yep.
at the gas station pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were literally like
Zoe.
inches away from the gas pump. And everything we were trying to do was getting it closer. And closer.
Like, it doesn't matter. You could back up in the same exact direction you went forward. It just gets closer.
Yep.
Every time.
So
finally,
driving a
there's
fifth wheel's an experience.
Yeah, there's a guy like looking at me, and I
With
finally
his
looked at him. I'm
e-cigarette.
like, "Hey, you got any ideas?" And he said, "Well, I used to be a truck driver." And I'm
we're like,
"Look at over here. Like, I'll do
because
whatever
you've
you tell
spoken
me."
up before now.
You know?
You've been watching us for a good solid 5 minutes, I think.
So he helped me for a while.
Yeah.
We finally had to end up. The manager came out
Yeah.
with tools. Ended up having to take apart a sign on the end of the pump.
Yes, because all the pumps have those cement columns that kind of sit at the end of them to protect them from incoming cars and that sort of stuff. And at the end of this one, all of them, they had mounted these huge signs. And those signs were not the least bit flexible,
No, they were rigid metal.
rigid metal.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they came out with special tools and they removed the sign.
And I think we got by. It was like
Our the bottom, the back
so
end of our rig
close.
completely cleared the little concrete barrier by like an inch or so, but
Yeah.
we were almost up against the pump.
So we got here
It
at
was interesting.
8:30. They close at 9.
Yeah.
And the guy at the front desk said, try these 2 sites and get out there before it gets dark.
Yep.
And we tried the first one.
Yeah, there was a lovely family that as soon as we pulled up, looking back, we think it was probably strategy on their part. They looked like long-term campers, and as soon as we pulled up, they opened their door and let 5 of their at least 8 yippy dogs
With
out.
No leashes.
No leashes. They chased us. I mean, we weren't running, but they were coming up, barking, jumping on us and stuff. Still 3 or 4 of them in their rig, barking through the window. And the little boy comes up asking, hey, are you here for 5 days or less? No, we're here for the long term. And he's like, you're not parking here, are you? And I was like, well, we're still looking. You know, we're trying to decide. We've got a couple sites we're looking at. And I mean, the kid must not have been more than 5 years old. And he looks me straight in the face and goes, that's fine as long as it's not here. I'm like,
So I told Jamie,
Okay.
this isn't going to work. We're going somewhere else.
yeah,
Yeah, so we went to the second spot,
yeah,
and we started trying, and which was actually the spot right next to us.
yeah.
Right, and we started trying to back in
We did.
for a while.
You were doing a really good job.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. For the first time backing into a spot.
I mean, we had a few trees.
There was a couple trees. We didn't hit them. We broke some branches.
Broke some branches, right?
And it was getting dark.
But
We pulled forward enough that the lady across the street asked if she should move her van.
Yeah.
We
And
said
I
it
said
might
that's probably a
help.
good idea.
It might help a little bit
Yeah.
if it wasn't there.
And then she's, after a while watching us,
Yeah.
she said, "My husband's going to be home in a little bit."
Yeah. He could probably help you.
Yeah, and truly, thank God,
Like,
he
yeah.
showed up.
They
right?
spent a solid 2 hours with us helping us park this rig until like 11:30 at night.
Actually, found us this better spot.
Yes.
You know.
Right next to the original spot.
Walked us around, showed us some other spots,
Yeah.
and then
Very
helped us-
patiently.
very patient, helped teach me
Yeah.
right how to back in, and we did this in the night. I mean, I think we got done at what 11:15, 11:30.
11:15 I think was when we were done parking, but then of course you have to level it out, you have to get all set up, you have to put the slides out. Leveling takes at least 10 minutes just in the auto level. It has an auto leveling button, so once you get secured then you auto level it. That takes at least 10 minutes, and then you put out your slides, and then you disconnect your truck, and then you pull away, and then you go in and you fix anything that's moved while you were moving. You go and take the huge pile of stuff off your bed that you just chucked in there and
Yep.
start trying to at least get it put away somewhat. And our boys were not with us.
Yeah, yeah.
They were
Where were they at?
they were at practice.
Basketball practice.
They had basketball practice that night. So when we left to come here, they had left to go to basketball practice.
They got home after we were.
They did.
done.
Yeah, they got home about midnight. They were out with friends, I think, for a little bit.
Yeah. So you look at all that.
So,
I
yeah.
mean, like, we were delayed, we were frustrated. Monday night at our old house, we ended up having to sleep on sleeping bags.
Oh my gosh, on the
hard
floor. Which was
Which-
fitting because our
Our
first night
Yeah.
in that house, we bought the house, the moving company got something screwed up and didn't show up. And so they were a day late. So actually at that time, David Weekly purchased us bedding and air mattresses and everything because we didn't have a home.
Yeah.
And so we slept on air mattresses that night.
Yeah, so we were delayed a day. We,
Yeah.
had an experience at the gas station.
Yeah.
Took a long time to get out here, super late. I had to be, I had a big meeting at work the next morning. I had to get
Yeah.
up at 5 a.m. and head in.
Yeah, you had like
Um,
4 hours of sleep, I think.
So, I mean, all those things, it's like you look at all those and it's like, oh, this is like stressful.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, it's just really stressful.
didn't go
And
as
especially-
planned.
Especially like Sunday night and Monday,
Oh yeah,
we were like really not happy because we had a plan. Like, we had a plan.
we did. We had our
of exactly
own plan.
how this was all going to work
Yeah.
out, right? So talk
Yeah.
about how what happened, really God's plan, the way it came out,
Yeah.
how that was better than our plan.
So, when we got to talking to the neighbors that helped us park, they actually are a beautiful family, and they're full timers. And he's been a former pastor. He's now a speaker, and they have 3 little kids. She's expecting their 4th. Just really great, friendly people. And first of all, they were a huge help to helping us park. Like, I honestly don't know what we would have done had they not been here. I mean, there's a ton
We'd
of
have gone to
really great
Walmart.
people over here, but we might have went boondocking at Walmart parking lot at that point. But that was a huge blessing. I mean, the guy at the gas station just happened to be the guy working, happened to be a former truck driver, when everybody else was just standing around looking at us like we lost our minds. That was a huge blessing. But then after talking to the people here, the next day, we come to find out that actually the spot we were in, there had been people in it until Monday. They had actually left Tuesday morning. And because I was sharing with her how much we love this spot and how perfect it was and how thankful we were that her husband, you know, walked us through the different spots that were available and helped us find it that late at night. And she's like, actually, we were talking about that and we realized there was people there yesterday. She's like, they moved out that morning that you guys showed up. And so had we not,
we literally would not.
We would not be in this spot. We would be in a different spot. I mean, we'd still be in the park, but I mean, this is just, we needed something that was fairly easy to back into. We needed something that was shaded.
50 amp.
There was 50 amp, all the hookups and everything. Because if you're in less than 50 amps, you can't run both your ACs. And it's warm enough here in South Texas that you need both ACs. And so it just ended up being, we just love this spot. And it's perfect. And we'll show it to you in another video, but.
Yeah. And if we wouldn't have got delayed at the gas station,
yeah,
we wouldn't have been here right when he was getting
yeah,
home from
it was
work.
literally 10 minutes after we pulled in and we're trying to park that he was home from work. So had we been, I mean, we were at 30 minutes at the gas station.
Yeah, longer than that.
Yeah. I mean, we would have gotten here in plenty of time. We would have probably parked in some spot and, you know, been on our own, and it wouldn't have been the same. So.
Yeah, so little delay to our plan.
Yeah. What we thought was a good plan.
What we thought was a good plan, but turned out to be really good for the long term.
Yeah.
Right. And so we were frustrated in the moment, but at the end, it was awesome.
Yeah, we couldn't have picked a better spot.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yep. Yeah. Just this morning, I was out here working.
Yeah.
Birds were singing. There was 2 deer right over here.
Yep. There's deer
looking at me.
everywhere.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. And I have to give a shout out to our dogs, because even though you hear Zoe barking, like, they literally have been amazing. We were a little bit concerned, mainly with Xena, that being a 65 pound puppy, she's only a little bit over a year old, that she would be a hot mess in such a small space. But she absolutely loves being outside. So we have a tie out so that she can't run away, she can't attack the deer when she's out here. And she enjoys it like nobody's business.
Yep.
And she's so calm. Aren't you? Yes. She's right here with us. So
I think that's all for this one, right?
yeah, I think that's it.
So we'll next video, we'll give a tour.
We will.
Right?
Yes.
And give a tour of the 340 square foot fifth wheel with 6 of us and 3 pets.
3 pets.
Right. So
Yes. And the modifications that we've made.
yeah, people think we're crazy, but it's actually really
Yeah.
awesome. I feel like better than I've felt in a long time.
Yeah. I feel like we're living our best life. Like, really, truly. Like, it's, we've always loved camping, but like, it's kind of our life now.
Yep.
And so it's just fun.
Yep.
So
All right.
anyway.
Thanks for tuning in. We will have a blog post to go with this,
We
with a
will.
lot of the pictures that
With
has
some
happened
pictures.
over the past 2 weeks, because we didn't videotape anything.
We didn't videotape.
But we've got lots of pictures.
We have some
So
pictures.
we're going to post a bunch of those on there so everybody can see our journey. So
Yes.
and I just tell you, living a life surrendered to Him is the only way worth living, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
if you want to get our updates on a regular basis, go ahead to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, but or to the blog, and then you'll get updates that way. Either way, but we'd love for you guys to share this if you choose, and we just hope that everything we have to say and that we're sharing is an encouragement and also somewhat maybe of a challenge to you guys to see, you know, in what areas you could change your life and really truly surrender. It won't look like ours. It doesn't have to. But whatever
Just
God
remind me
calls you to
something.
do.
Are we too far in the closing?
No, we don't have to close right now.
Because I think one of the things that's been really neat in this journey and doing this is letting go of stuff.
Yes.
And you know, I was reading a book, The Pursuit of God by A.W. Tozer, and he talked about the difference between, you know, having things and possessing things, right? In the story of Abraham, where you know, Abraham was called, you know, to give up his most precious possessions, including his son, right? And that at the end of the day, God doesn't necessarily call everybody to have nothing,
Right.
but He does call us to possess nothing and to possess Him alone, right? And so even Abraham, you look at that after that experience with Isaac, I mean, he still had land, he still had animals, he still had his son,
Yeah.
but yet he possessed nothing here on earth. And I think that's really how I felt lately. Like, I haven't felt like we have gotten rid of anything. Like, I haven't felt attached to anything like we possess it, like it's a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. Like, I have you and the kids, and, you know, we're good. We're happy.
Yeah. We really don't. It's just stuff. So,
So that's all for this week.
yep.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll probably do the next video right after this, so please forgive us if we're wearing the same things.